The timetable is even tougher than 2 years, John, because Mr. Barnier, heading up the EU negotiations, he wants the deal to be agreed by October 2018, because he wants to allow time, another 6 months, for the 27 governments to ratify. Now, let me just point out that no real negotiations will start till the German elections are out of the way, and that's not until October. They're on the last Sunday of September. All of that cannot be done in a year.
I completely agree, and we know as well that they can't even agree how they're going to negotiate, because Mrs. Merkel has said now is not the time to the Prime Minister when she said we want to do simultaneous negotiations, we want the divorce and the new settlement. And what she said is you've got to have the divorce first before we start to talk about the terms. How can they possibly do that in the amount of time that they're setting aside?
And you couldn't possibly have a second referendum as a result, because that's your timetable, October 2018.
Well, you know what the Prime Minister has said.
No, I know what Nicola Sturgeon said.
And what Nicola Sturgeon has said as well. Well, at some level, we've got to take the Prime Minister at her word, haven't we? She has said, and David Davis has said, that they're aiming for this timetable. I certainly think that we'll have a sense of what the deal is likely to be in 18 months.
You couldn't have a second referendum on the basis of a sense.
No.
Well,
definitely not.
At the moment, we're having to argue to have the second referendum, so we've not quite got to that stage yet. But I think we will have a sense, because so far the Prime Minister's refused to say what the British hand is. Now, once the negotiations start, those 27 members are going to leak like a sieve. We're going to know what the British position is.
So you're not going to have a referendum on the basis of leaks?
Nonsense. We've already had one referendum where we didn't really know what the alternative is.
We
don't want another one.
Do you remember Dennis Healy's first law of holes? When you're in one, stop digging.
We want to have the referendum. We don't know what the date is going to be. Right. But of course, the one thing I would say, Andrew, is when the 27 member states have their ratification process, that has to be the time, surely, that the Scots are also allowed to have a say. Because how can the 27 be allowed to have a say and Scotland not?
Because you're part of the United Kingdom.
Of course we're part of the United Kingdom, we know that, but it goes against all sense of natural justice.